Air Museum at PSP or Papa Sierra Papa, full airport code Kilo Papa Sierra Papa. Palm Desert. I'm in Palm Desert at a family vacation from the condo, but I'd like to show you some of the aircraft. I'm under the wing of a C-47 Skytrain. You can actually book rides on this on the weekends. So I believe Friday, Saturday, and Sunday you can book rides on these. And some of the other planes over there. A few of the other planes there you can book rides on. There's a biplane and a couple of them. Just go to their website and you can look up for the airplane rides. Now this is not a museum plane. It's a Cessna 172 or 180. It's a Skyhawk. It's number 47 Papa Sierra. It's just here by permission of the museum. So, see, it's right next to the airport. They have a gate and a taxiway out to the airport. So when there are rides, the ramp area here is closed. And here are the frequencies. Not sure if you can see it very well, but frequencies right here are as follows. If you can see, there we go. The ATIS is 124.650, 128.350 for clearance. 0.9 for ground, 126.7 for SoCal, and 1197 for tower. You can pick up SoCal Approach Tracon, even though it is located at Miramar back in San Diego. You can still pick it up relatively good here, even from my condo in Palm Desert. You can pick it up relatively good here. For being so far from San Diego, this is probably one of the cooler airports you can pick up SoCal. It's also on Live ATC, so if you don't have the Pro X like I have with the Aviation Radar with the talk button, or something like a Bearcat 125 AT, or you don't have a radio or scanner at all, Live ATC works just as well. Wanted to just give a brief overview of the museum. So if you do come, they do offer $2 discount for AAA members, active duty military, so spouse and any children getting free. Any other people do not. Any other military that is maybe your cousin will not. They'd have to pay. They do have a cafe here, Victory Canteen. It offers sort of light fare stuff, burgers, hot dogs, salad, soups, you're standard for like chicken tortilla soup, that sort of stuff. So over here, that's an aircraft maintenance area. So they're doing a lot of maintenance because they not only do they have aircraft here, but they also restore them to make them flight worthy. So yeah, they make the aircraft flight worthy, so they can one day use them for museum rides, or they could use them, to help other museums out. There's a Grumman Gulfstream 1. This is Walt Disney's airplane, the Walt Disney. But as you can see here, when they are doing the airplane rides, this part of the ramp is closed. You're only allowed out here if you're going on the airplane. You have to be escorted by museum personnel. There's a Delta coming in from Seattle. Now, you are allowed, if you're going in an airplane, not in the C-47, you're going in if someone's just going by herself and they're going in one of the solar aircrafts, you can take 3 photos. So you can go at them, you can take a shot of takeoff, the passing overhead, and then the landing, and then be with them, and you have to go walk back out. There's an Alaska.
That's going 59, cross runway 13 right, taxiway hotel, Charlie Lima to the end. Cross 13 right, hotel, Charlie Lima to the end, Alaska 159.
It's kind of cool. They're coming over here. Now, normally they land 3-1 left, 3-1 right. They are landing 1-3 left, 1-3 right today. So normally how normal Palm Springs Air operations work is they come in over the desert. So over kind of near my condo, near the condo where over near my family condo, Chaparral Country Club, in the Palm Desert area. Then they go down the line, passing over Rancho Mirage, Cathedral City, and they make the turn down to the airport for 3-1 left. And then they take off 3-1 left, and then they go to the Cathedral departure, or and they go up towards Big Bear and Joshua Tree and stuff. But because they are doing, as of the winds, they have to go down. They have to go straight. They have to make a right-hand turn. Coming from the east, they're going to make a turn. They got to do a turn and then come set up and land over the highway. And then they take off and they go to the left. Now, the flights operate out of here. There are seasonal flights on JetBlue out to JFK. Alaska's running out to JFK. I believe Delta also does a JFK. A United seasonal flight that I've just found out about to Dulles. So there are a lot of East Coast seasonal flights out here. They leave at weird times, but there are seasonal flights out here because a lot of East Coast travelers like to come out here for the nice warm weather. They have flights to Canada. I believe there's a few flights to Mexico. I'm not 100% sure. I think there used to be a flight 1 or 2 to Mexico. And then they have a lot of short haul flights. So San Francisco, Phoenix, Vegas, Oakland. There is about 3 flights a day to Los Angeles. It may seem weird, but there is a demand for it. Early in the morning, flight early in the morning, a flight in midday, and then a flight late in the afternoon to the evening to late night. So there are 3 flights to Los Angeles. They're run by United Airlines. LA is technically sort of a mini hub for United, so they do run flights there. The most aircraft common you'll see here is going to be the Embraer 175, and Embraer 175 and 195 and the 737. Now you may think the 737, they do get that in here, but a lot of times these short flights from places, they also get Denver too. But a lot of these, and Salt Lake, I didn't name every single airport, but a lot of these short flights, like from San Fran, which I thought would get a 737, because I took a San Fran flight a few years ago, but they get a M175, 195, so it's just, there are, United also does do 319 and 737 flights, so there are those. Delta does A220s and stuff, but you know, they do get the big planes. It's just some of these routes within the state, they just use the smaller aircraft. So over there is the terminal. It sees service from Southwest, which started, I think, 2-3 years ago. And then the newest airlines are Frontier and Porter. JetBlue does their seasonal flight to JFK. And what's funny is I know the duty manager for San Diego, he actually comes out here and then helps manage the Palm Springs traffic during the winter time. So they get decent service. I think the biggest plane they have that comes in here is the 737. There's a tire smoke. Now you can also, I think you can get bigger planes in here. There is a hockey team here. It is the Coachella Valley Firebirds. It's an American Hockey League team. So that's AHL, so that's basically, it's a minor league affiliate to the AAA minor league hockey affiliate to the Seattle Kraken. So a lot of those will take 556. A lot of those will, you know, they'll usually take buses and stuff, but occasionally you'll get the occasional charter out here, because you do get the occasional charter out here because they have starting to do Thanksgiving classic stuff or college basketball and other stuff at that arena. So yeah, that's Acrisure Arena.
You're number 1. Go on 58, Roger.
You can see a plane coming in. They have started to do, there's an airplane, they have started to do college basketball and other events at that arena, so you will get to see some charters. The only charters you used to see in here was, I believe, there was like a baseball or softball classic out here that they do. They also have Allegiant services here, and then the Canadian Airlines, so WestJet, Air Canada, and Porter just started, Delta, American Southwest. Now they do see frequent. Now, if you're trying to get to Vegas, it is infrequent for it being so close and two touristy destinations. It's they have service, but it's not as frequent as if you were to drive the hour to Ontario. It's kind of cool. You don't normally get to see the airplanes taxi on this side. There's an Alaska.
Here, Delta checking in with you on Golf, holding short 13 right now with departure.
Now, if you're looking for hotels to stay here, it's best to stay in Palm Desert. Palm Desert is where it's happening. Palm Springs, you have your stuff. You got your downtown with their version of the Walk of Fame with the stars.
Turn right, Bravo, contact ground.
Bravo, Grand Alaska 150.
You have their version with the stars and stuff.
Grand Alaska 115, cleared at Bravo, going to 11.
So I recommend staying in Palm Desert, where a lot of the big hotels are. Like the JW Marriott's there. They also got the Westin, Blessed Cathedral, Rancho Mirage, which is right next door.
That Allegiant aircraft is actually trying to taxi out now. Whiskey 2, Whiskey Hotel, hold short Roy 13 Rhino Hotel.
Whiskey 2, Whiskey Hotel, hold short of 31. 13 Rhino Hotel, Hotel 314.
So yeah, I recommend staying in Palm Desert. You got a lot of hotels there. And then there's also, you also got a lot of Airbnbs at country clubs. The country club my family stays at, Chaparral. It's a minimum of 30 days. You wanted an Airbnb there. But yeah, there's tons of, also Palm Desert has also got Marriott vacation clubs.
I understand the heading.
So when you come to the museum, you can get, they got World War II, Cold War stuff. You can get, it's a great place for plane spotting and for looking at airplanes. Now, like I said, when they do their museum rides, this area is closed. It is considered part of the active airport. You have to be escorted by a person. You have to be escorted by a person out. If you're going on a flight, you can be escorted. Now, if you're with someone that's going on a flight, so let's say they're going one of the the two-seater aircrafts. Going with one person on a two-seater aircraft, you can come out here just for the takeoff, overhead, and landing shots. If we're looking to fly, there's two FBOs, Signature and Atlantic. Signature is going to be on the other side, closest to the USO and the terminal. Atlantic's on this side. Now, I know I've just been showing talking and showing the airport, but that's just mainly wanted to show the airport, how close it is, and it's easy for me to planes coming inbound, easy for me to show. So that's how close I was. You can go down here. This is the World War II aircraft are in there, and then there's some more in there. My grandfather was a World War II in a submarine. Here you got a Trojan. I believe this is one of this one and that one are the ones you can. This one and this one are two of the ones you can go on the flights for. So, and then if you're also looking for other hotels to come here, Agua Caliente Casino.
Layer 13 right, 1062.
That's a good place to go.
100, see ya. Section 479.
That's a good place to go. There's an Atlantic car.
So we got Flagship 479, 2.5, climbing 8,000, heading 100. Flagship 479, second departure, contact climb, maintain 10,000. 10,000, Flagship 479.
So yeah, there's that, and then there's also Morongo, and then Yamavat Samuel. Go further down. But yeah, here's just a look. And this is the Stealth hangar. So, just been a look at the Palm Springs Air Museum. I'm gonna go ahead and shut it off here. I gotta save my battery because I'm gonna hang out at my favorite place in the desert, the casino. Remember, if you have gambling problems, call 1-800-GAMBLER. But I just like going there because it's, if you're over 21, it's one of the best places to watch sports. Because they got a lot of TVs. That's the main reason I like going there.
Have a great day. 987, you do the same, make sure I don't know.
So yeah, I'm going to cut it off here. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. This has been a look at the Palm Springs Air Museum. Now, like I said, if you want the frequencies, 124.650 is the ATIS, 128.350 is the clearance, 121.9 or 0.9 is ground. SoCal approach is departure is 126. Another airport several miles in Palm Desert, that's Bermuda Dunes, Kilo Uniform Delta Delta. That is an uncontrolled airport. You are allowed, you can pick up that airport. You can pick up that airport. You can also drive by it. It's an uncontrolled airport, but if you're looking for the big boys, this is the place to go. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. I'll leave you with the final shot of the terminal.
413 right, HR, Jet 62, safe parking. Jet 60 right, turn Bravo, ground 49, good day. There's 3 Sierra Delta, make a right down 1.